Another one to add to the collection.
Good day, Dragon Slayer. Welcome to Broken Valley.
I'm telling you, Stan, I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Pish posh, you're having me on.
I swear. Soared past the moon, it did.
Must have been a bat, Ollie.
If that's what bats look like nowadays, I'll never leave me home again. Hello there, Slayer. Very good to see you. I've got me something to tell you, Slayer. I've seen a dragon.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Never mind him, I know what I saw. Last night I was looking out my window and I saw this great big beast in the sky. Right scared I was, so I hid in the closet.
If you knew Ollie better, you wouldn't be surprised.
Way back in the valley. Now go get the bleeding bugger, Slayer, that's what you're here for, right? Have you seen? Them Slayers have arrived.
Slayers. I bet none of them killed naught bigger than a troll.
I, for one...
Never have I met such disgusting, such perverts. Funny is a perfectly nice name, whatever the connotations.
What nonsense.
Here are your beers again, sirs.
Tell me, pretty, you in charge of the bedding too?
No, I'm just a waitress.
Then why don't you wiggle back for some more ale, eh?
Hello, Slayer. You're the first one to dare show his face here since them Seekers walked in. You mean you'll do something about them? That's fantastic.
More Blair. Roaringly nice time. What's the time? You making fun of my mother, eh? 'Cause she is a good woman. Not like Kitty over there. Cindy, was it? Here, save my drink. I'll finish it after I wipe the floor with this mongrel.
Seekers! What in the name of the divine is going on in here?
Sir! Well, sir, we...
You blind drunk! This is an outrage!
Slayer, tell me what transpired here. Male bonding? Looks more like male mayhem to me. I see. Perhaps I should turn a blind eye to this blind drunkenness. Seekers, report to the barracks at once, so the innkeeper can clean up the mess you've made. Off with you. We can talk further in the barracks. I'm heading there now.
The lieutenant sure gave them an earful. And you kept your word. I'll make sure my prices drop each time you happen to fancy some of my wares. Elsa and I are right grateful. You're always welcome in the Black Boar.
Shiny. Shiny.
Who are you to disturb my musings?
Better check my storage for rats. So many of them in there. I use them as a password. You see that giant boar's head mounted over the hearth? That beast terrorized the valley and claimed the lives of many a huntsman before I killed it some years back. And that is what makes me Rivellon's best hunter. But off with you now. I don't enjoy conversations with amateurs.
Shiny.
You look quite pale, my son. What is it that we... Welcome, Slayer. I am Romon, priest of the New Order, and I'm looking for an experienced warrior. I have, yes. I went to visit the ruined chapel down the valley last week. When I returned at nightfall, I heard the sound of great wings. I looked up and saw the dragon. A frightful experience, I assure you. So it seems. Let me tell you something about this valley. Once it was the home of a mighty dragon lord, long before the divine had fallen. This dragon knight was slain, though I do not know by whom or what for. His spirit, however, survives to this day, and dwells in his now ravaged tower. As a slayer, you will probably have heard of him. His name is Lovis. Ah, I thought you would. Now, here's why I talked to you about this. I am very interested in the unique magical items that may still rest in this tower. I dare not enter it myself, however, and would like you to scout this ominous structure. I hope you will find something of interest. If you do, please let me know. I wish you the best of luck. May you always enjoy the protection of the angels.
What are you coming around?
Hey there, Dragon Slayer. I'm Richard of Alaroth. Care to make some extra money?
These peasants are so gullible. The hearts they fetch me are worth 3 times as much back home.
I specialize in tracking down and exterminating goblins. Obviously, there are plenty of the little bastards to go around, so I'll pay you for every goblin heart you bring me. That's the spirit. Bring me the hearts, and coin will follow.
Slayer, please listen. I'm in desperate need of help. It's me pigs, you see. The New Order impounded 3 of them. But they're not pets and were never intended to be eaten. Oh, bless you, Slayer. The pigs are over at Jackson's farm. Whisper Rosebud in Mark Kevin's ear, and they'll move to a safe location.
Good Lord, not enough. I think I lost my cellar key last time I saw Dana in Tim's barn, but oh, it was worth it. I guess so.
Oh my, you startled me, citizen. I'd like to see you sleeping soundly after having witnessed what I have. A dragon. Down the valley. Large as a house it was. Nearly scared me to death. I need to breathe for a bit. Excuse me.
Shiny. Another one to add to the collection. Shiny. Another one to add to the collection.
What are you doing in this cellar? You went behind Buard's back, didn't you? Not every day you meet a talking tree, right? I am Abanayabar, oldest alchemist in Riverlock. I stay here rooted underground, protected by Buard, who came here some 70 years ago. He pretends to be a baker, but in secret he and I explore the powers of plants and the elements. Oh, something about a contract on his head? You'll have to ask him about that. I actually stand far from here in what was called the Dark Forest, which may not even be there anymore since the Great War. Before traveling here, Buard took one of my branches and magically cultivated it to grow a new tree. So here I stand, as I also perhaps still do in that forgotten forest, twice alive or once dead. There is something a little different about this second me, though. I remember being a lot grumpier. Probably because it was raining all the time in that wicked wood. With pleasure.
Shiny.
Yes, anything this old miller can do for you. Shh! Who told you? It was the tree, wasn't it? Curse that heap of talkative timber. I am the unfortunate victim of a hunt by assassins. Well, nothing like that, no, unfortunately. At least then I'd have thought it worth the sacrifice. Many years ago, I was a famed alchemist in the town of Verdistis. Until one day I was approached by a member of the Assassin's Guild. They ordered me to cure a sick member of their guild, and I tried to. But I mixed the wrong herb in his tea, and he died. They swore revenge. I fled here, but I think they finally tracked me down. You will? That's very kind of you, Slayer. But I don't know what you can do. I have the feeling I'm being watched lately. So at night I close down the mill and hope for the best. Even now, I still want to remain known as Upton to the good folks of this village. But if you, a Slayer, would be courageous enough to defeat these hired killers, the reward would be great.
Welcome to our town, Slayer. I'm Linda, the miller's daughter. You know, my father confided in you. Oh, I'm so glad he did. A Slayer can help us, I'm sure. But I don't know what to tell you. Maybe the assassins have been around, but we hardly venture outside anymore. Perhaps some of the other villagers saw something if they went outside at night. I know Roman the priest likes moonlight walks, and Folo's wife Rose has trouble sleeping sometimes. Captain Rodney usually stays up late as well. I'm so sorry I can't be of more help. Please, Slayer, look into the matter, would you? My father is very dear to me. Welcome to me home, Slayer. I don't know. Let me think. I did see some weird characters round the old mill, now that you mention it. Skulking about they were, keeping in the shade like. Don't know what that was all about. But I heard them. Aye. Bye.
You're back. The exploring of me. You always enjoy the...
Hey there, Slayer! Can I interest you in some fine American wine?
What? Oh, it's not... Is there something I can do for you? I desert and flee to this little village only to find a champion here. And not any champion, but Richard. He'll kill me if he should find out. Divine, you know. Please don't tell a soul that I'm as good as dead. An extorting slayer. I have no choice, do I? Listen, I'll give you my champion gauntlets. They were made by Weston of Alaroth, a great armour smith. So it okay, yeah? I paid you. Our business is concluded.
Over here. No, Lord Lycan, never. I mean, no, not at all. Silly Slayer. My cat. He frolics about the valley all the time. Well, his father was a stray and his mother a broken alley cat. But hey, two negatives make a positive, they say. Fancy some good stuff? No deal, sweet stuff. I'm talking about a different kind of booty. You'll be back like everyone else.
Slayer, so good to see you. Here, come. You must have a look at what I sell. Oh, do me a favour, maybe. It's naught but a small matter, but it nags me, you see. I recently paid one of the guards for a rabbit he'd shoot for me, but he never delivered it. And I get sentimental when I lose money. You look like the type one doesn't play games with. Talk to the man about it, would you? His name is Keen.
You're a miracle worker, Slayer. Not many would stand up to the new order.
Welcome, Slayer. I'm Keen. Rabbit? Wait a minute. You weren't sent here by Locke, were you? Let's hope the goblins will end up cutting out Richard's heart. Now that would be poetic justice. Listen, Slayer, the man is blackmailing scum. I gave him the rabbit a week ago. You're not the first he sent either. That Richard bastard nearly broke my arm extorting me. Champion or Slayer or New Order, always crooks in uniforms. Here, take it. Go make a poor man poorer and that avaricious swindler richer.
Another one to add to the collection.
Slayer, please, up here! I'm trapped up here, haunted by goblins. They took my grappling hook. Please get it back. Marvellous! Let him have it, Slayer!
All too easy.
Great work! The grappling hook is right over there. Good. Finally, I'll be able to get off this tower.
Shiny.
Grappling hook. Please, throw it up to me. Got it. I'll be down in a minute.
Thank you, Slayer. Those goblins would have gotten to me eventually. We always scout the woods in teams of 2. But we were ambushed by an unusually fierce and organised pack. Didn't make it. He panicked and ran off, leaving me to face them bloodthirsty creeps by myself. I managed to get up the tower, but I lost the grappling hook in the process. That was several hours ago. The coward obviously didn't even warn the other guards. You can say that again. We'll give you the pleasure of confronting him. His name's Peavy. You can find him in the barracks watch platform. I'll inform Captain Rodney. We'll have the little pest in shackles in no time.
Shiny.
Good to see you've arrived safely, Commander. On the road.
Thank you, Lieutenant. How are things here?
As well as can be expected after the dragon's sightings.
I have ordered the construction of defences. Soon peace and quiet will return.
Another one to add to the collection.
Thanks for not ratting on us back in the tavern, Slayer. Very decent of you, Slayer. Very decent indeed. To repay you, I'll share some information. You know the graveyard near the chapel? There's a hatch there that leads to a crypt. We know the lieutenant uses it for storage. He often forgets to lock up. So you're bound to find something there that you'll get some ready money for.
Swing those swords! Maggots! Faster! Swing them harder!
What should I do? What should... Oh, Slayer, I didn't see you there. Do I? No, I'm fine. Yes, I'm okay, really. What? You know? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. There were just too many of them. I panicked. I'm a horrible man. I deserve no pity. Woe is me, what a black day this is.
Peavy, you are hereby under arrest.
I guess there's no other way. Let me just say, I'm sorry, Quincy.
I'd accept your apology. If you hadn't hoped I'd die out there, so your cowardice would remain a secret.
Take a good hard look at the daylight, Peavy. You won't be seeing it again for quite some time. Off you go.
Satisfactory outcome. You have my warmest thanks, Slayer.
Here's a handful of well-deserved gold. Be careful out there, and make sure it won't become goblin loot.
I'm supposed to be training...